What are we preparing for? Excuse me, as I grabbed my breath, I was doing some calisthenics. What are we preparing for? Why do we resist and why do we hold back? And what are all these things potentially for? Not just to say, you have a good character and you're building integrity and you're serving the divine. What does that mean? There's mechanics to this. There's a reason for this. It's mostly not even spoken, but we're going to speak about it right now. You're working on your body. You're learning moderation when you eat and in your actions. You are carrying a high vibration. What are these things for? And if you're not incorporating all these things, especially with working out and your actual energy that you're putting out, once again, what are these things for? Well, the Egyptians knew. And everybody knows, but they hide it. And they're not going to tell you directly because they want to see it just happen. Well, happenstance has to be collective. You have to know what you're doing. You have to be incognate to the circumstance. Once again, what are we doing these things for? Well, it's something called the sacred oil, the land of milk and honey, the seed of God. I can go on and on. And what happens is, even when a life is created and you ejaculate, the brain squeezes and secretes this fluid. It's really blood. It's really life blood. It's not the same color, but it's life blood. It's what develops the plasma. Flow through the pituitary gland and the pineal gland. It goes down into the actual third eye, and it's supposed to go down first and then rise up. This is why your birthday is specific, or your moon symbol. Your moon sign is specific, especially for women, because it takes place for women. So this is what all this retention is for. For men, you're not supposed to let it out. You're not supposed to give it out. You're supposed to retain. You're supposed to hold that back because it's not giving in. It's not giving in to that value. And the more you can hold that life energy in, it'll drop down into the tailbone or the fused bones of the spinal. And then when it drops down, after 3 days, it'll rise back up. When it rises back up, it goes into the body, and it connects what they call the life germ. Like, it connects to you, and it gets the seed, or the life seed, or the germ of life, and it takes it back up, right? And when it takes it back up, it connects to the pituitary gland and the pineal gland, and it goes into the third eye. And when it does that, it illuminates, hits your body. And when it hits your body, your whole body starts to vibrate. Whatever it is, particularly for you in the time and placement to where you came into the astrology, right? So when your moon sign is in your sun sign, you want to meditate. You want to actually do it a few days prior to that, right? You want to do it a few days before that. You want to be preparing before you know the moon is going to be in your sun sign. Like, you want to be ready. You want to be eating in moderation. You want to be giving out the highest vibration that you can, and you want to also be working on calisthenics, getting your body ready for this new level of energy that's going to come into your body. Now, believe it or not, whether you hear me or you comprehend what I'm saying, this is going to take place. It takes place often, but majority of the time we miss it. We miss out not understanding what's going on with ourselves by drinking, by high sexual activities or disrespectful sexual activities, giving away your seed, no sleep, disrespectful energy, hate energy, agitation, all of that kills the seed. It destroys the seed. So this is what all these things are for. It's like, yeah, the book can be controlling, but it's also a diagram. That needs to be broken down and shown that these practices are for the rising to the Christ mentality.